I think drinking's a problem on most college campuses, and it's mainly because it impacts the students who are drinking in a negative way oftentimes, and it impacts the folks who aren't drinking as well.
So, how often do you think the average college student parties in 1 week?
Probably 2 or 3 nights a week.
I don't know, 3 days maybe out of the week.
In a week, probably 3 nights the most.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
2 to 3 times a week.
Probably like 3 times a week, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
I'd guess about twice a week.
1 to 2 times per week.
I think the average college student probably parties about 2 times a week.
Harvard School of Public Health, they did a study, they're still doing a study. It's 14,000 college students are involved in that. And they discovered that half of those students binge drink. When we say binge drink, we're talking about, for male students, that's 5 drinks per sitting, and for females, it'd be 4 drinks per sitting.
How many college students do you think, or know, get caught drinking in a week?
Probably 1, if that.
I wouldn't say a lot every week, maybe a few every weekend.
I have no idea how many college students get busted each week.
Honestly, I don't think many kids get caught.
Probably not as many as most people would think.
1 a week, if that.
An average week where there isn't much going on, maybe like 1.
I would think less during the week, so maybe 2 to 3 during the week. I don't know of anyone who's ever gotten caught during the week. Mostly on the weekends is when more people tend to get caught because they're sloppier because it's the weekend. But I don't really know anyone that's ever been caught during the week.
On average, about 158 minors a year are involved with community council.
If you're under the age of 21, you should not be consuming alcohol, period.
Do you know anyone under the age that drinks frequently?
Yes.
Yeah, probably.
Not frequently. More like maybe socially at a party, but not like every week.
I do know people underage who drink frequently. It's not a good thing, but they do.
Yes.
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 Yes, I do know someone under the age who drinks frequently.
Does this person drink during the weekend, or both?
Both.
I think probably not all week, but definitely on the weekends. I think they drink during both the week and the weekend.
Both?
More so on the weekend. Still during the week, but not quite as much.
I think most people drink during the weekend, but some people drink during the week too.
Normally drink during the weekend, so it doesn't affect their class schedule.
Generally speaking, most of the time it's a weekend situation. We'll call Thursday weekends, because oftentimes it is. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday night.
And do you think their GPA has decreased since they started?
Yes.
It can, if you let it get out of hand and don't focus on your schoolwork, then definitely.
I guess, yeah, it could have, but probably not significantly.
No, I don't think that their GPA has decreased since they started drinking.
Yeah, probably.
Not necessarily.
I think the people who can't really handle it, I think their GPAs drop. But I think most people can handle drinking and keeping their GPA up.
For some, it probably doesn't. For others, drinking to excess, I mean, think about it. Late nights, less sleep, less focus would obviously tend to affect GPA, and I think the longer one engaged in that activity, the more likely a negative effect and the greater that effect would be.
I think it affects the GPA in a few ways. Paying attention, obviously, willingness and want to learn. The side effects of alcohol causes an individual to be tired, headache, or any other type of physical issues that they may get from it. But also, I think overall motivation as a whole.
Do you think drinking affects a person's performance in a class and with homework?
With homework, probably. I mean, if they have a hangover in class, then yeah, it's gonna affect it a little bit, yeah.
If you let it, it definitely can interfere, but there are ways to do that without interfering.
Yeah, I'd say it definitely affects homework and the amount of effort that they put into it. And then in class, I'd say it's more of like a getting there on time and then paying attention type of a thing.
I think it matters the person. Some people start drinking in high school and then it doesn't really affect them. And some people start drinking in college and it really affects them, or the magnitude of how much they're drinking.
If you skip homework to drink all the time, then it's going to affect your grades, but it doesn't have to.
Yes, I think it does.
I think there's people that are responsible enough to get their homework done first and then drink on the weekends when they don't have to do any homework, really.
I do if they're stupid about it. Like, if somebody's, drinking on Thursday and then they wake up with a hangover and they're like, oh, I didn't do my homework because I decided to drink instead and now I have a hangover in class because I'm an idiot, then yeah, I do think it affects it.
For some people, partying may be a beer, and for that person, it's not going to impact them. For the person who can't have a beer, but they have to have 20 beers every time they have a beer, yeah, it will impact them. And when we talk about the kinds of impact it has, it's everything from the academic impact, which is kind of obvious, I think. If you talk to some professors on campus, they're going to tell you that, yeah, they'll tell you when a student's hungover in their class because they're not engaged, because they can't focus, because they can't think critically. They're there. They're taking up a space. Other ways it impacts, obviously, when they're under the influence, they're making bad choices, bad life choices.
No bloopers. All right, towards him. There we go.
Yeah.
Hollywood.
All right, cool. Thanks. Thank you, Ryan. You're an inspiration to us all.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
You're a doll.